Hey, yo, what's up? It's your girl, Saucy Steph.
And it's your baby, Keelery Season. And this is the Nasty Work Podcast. To give you all things Black, queer, and pop culture.
Let's get into it. This week on the Nasty Work Podcast, I like to keep it a little political in the beginning. So we're going to talk about the drones in New Jersey, Ohio, Virginia, and like 3 other fucking places because that shit's weird. We're going to talk about age gap dating and not your fake ass sugar daddy, bitch. And we're going to talk about my mental health issues because I've been crashing the fuck out. I've had 14 reasons this week, my boy.
Let's get into it.
So to begin this week, I want to talk about something that's hopefully political, but my little conspiracy theorist heart praise for aliens. I don't know. So, sister.
Praise.
Okay. Not praise. Okay. We'll leave the Lord out of it. But I wouldn't be mad if it was aliens.
Okay.
Have you seen a TikTok or the news? I don't watch the news. I get all my news from TikTok. Neither. But have you seen or heard anything about these random ass drones?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to talk to you about it anyway, bitch.
Okay.
These drones, they're mysterious. They've been seen flying over New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Virginia, and Ohio. CNN, my bad, reported, and they were like, people fly drones every day, B. It ain't no big deal. Ain't nothing. Like, niggas got drones. They didn't say that, but that's what they said.
That's how they're carrying it.
The vibe was like, niggas got drones.
Okay.
Now, mind you, it's funny that it's niggas got drones, but back in the day, I worked at this golf club near Joe Biden's house, and it was a wedding. And for the wedding, they had drones. Bitch, when I tell you the Secret Service showed up to the golf club, confiscated the fucking drone, the nigga didn't get it back till after the wedding because they had to go over whatever footage was on the drone because it was flying near Joe Biden's house. And now these drones, they don't know where the fuck they're coming from. Literally, one of the New Jersey representatives was like, yeah, like people recorded, they came off the fucking Jersey coast and just started flying in the motherfucking air. Just came off the fucking water. They like, the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
And they're like, they came off the water. We don't really know what the fuck it is, but it ain't no big deal. But we can't get close to them, and we don't know where they coming from. And it's cool though.
It's funny because I've been seeing like on Instagram, TikTok, some people are saying they might be government spies. Mm-hmm. They might be aliens. It could be this, it could be that. We're very specific about, it's nothing to worry about yet.
So now they're saying it's nothing to worry about, but President-elect Donald Trump.
Oh gosh.
I mean, you just
go ahead.
This nigga, I shit you not, I think I have it in my notes. Hold on, what the thing was. But he was being interviewed by the Daily Mail, and he said that the government, in fact, knows what's going on and that they need to tell the people what the fuck is going on because shit's getting weird.
Okay.
Now, the people from, like, Jersey and all them, they're like, they don't think it's Korea, they don't think it's Russia, they don't think it's this, that, and the third, but they can't fucking capture it. They can't identify it. They can't capture it. You don't know where the fuck it's coming from, and nobody's saying, "Oh, that's my shit." Mm-hmm. Like, so what do you mean? Like,
that shit is throwing me off because there's been speculation about aliens for so long, and there's been speculation about the government being affiliates with aliens. I don't know how deep that goes. So I was talking to my friend. I was talking to my friends about it because I've been seeing it. And my one friend, he's a Gemini. He was like, honestly, I want to fuck with the aliens. I want to see what they got to do. I said, if you're not going to heighten the human experience, I don't want shit to do with you. If you're here to destruct the shit, it's already fucked up. What are we doing?
I just feel like we're destructive enough. Right? So I just think, okay, I really want them to be aliens. But
why, though?
I was talking to some... Because what the fuck? Like, literally, when North Korea... And I don't know the fucking facts. I was just having a conversation the other day. But allegedly, North Korea used a fucking hot air balloon to fucking spy on us at one point. And we were none the fucking... My thing is... In another conversation, somebody else was like, like, why the fuck would aliens use drones? Like, why wouldn't they just whatever? And in my head, I'm like, because we can't catch the shits. And why the fuck would I get my motherfucking spacecraft and come all the way over here when your dumb ass can't even catch this motherfucking drone?
True.
But then again, it's like, if we are cahoots in cahoots with the aliens, you're not about to bitch America like that. Like, you're not about to let us look confused. So who is
Obviously, anything that's well, no, I'm not going to say it like this, but if it's foreign, it can be considered an alien. But I just also feel like, me personally, I don't want to know, because
if you're playing me, keep it on the
my
road.
mind goes so far. I don't know if y'all want to blow this shit up, take it over.
They would do that. We are literally already.
We're already self-destructive as is, so I get that part. But I'm just saying, like I said, if you're not going to heighten the human experience, give us more advanced technology, because we got shit like AI, but who knows what the fuck they got up their sleeve.
But who's to say, and I've also read and seen the conspiracies, that one of the deals that we did do with the motherfucking aliens was you could come pick a few niggas every year from around the world, and you give me this cool technology.
Yeah,
or
I've
whatever.
heard that too.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, who's to say? And like, I was talking to this one girl, and it's funny as fuck because she's like really involved in the church, and she was like, "Yo, like, yeah, I had a dream that aliens like abducted me, and you know, I listened to all that shit." And a lot of people that claim they've been abducted, it started with like a dream. I'm like, bitch, you might have really got abducted.
No, that
like,
dream shit is scary, because it's like, they're like, if you can remember it, write it down. If it's repetitive, keep that in the back pocket. Like, that's a little scary, but.
If I could have a little alien baby, and that nigga gonna love me.
You sound just like my friend. Oh my God.
These earthly niggas.
This nigga said, can we, not you, but my friend, he was like, can we basically fornicate with the aliens?
Is the dick dicking? Can the dick
I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it, because I don't know what you're capable of. I don't know what you know.
It's giving racism.
Fuck out of here. No, we're not going to call it that. Bitch, I don't know you. I don't know what you have to offer. I don't know if you have good intent. I don't know enough about you. How many
Philippine niggas you know? They're aliens. So
that does kind of. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about motherfuckers allegedly from outer space, not out of the country. Come on now, don't do that to me.
It's giving racism. Alien, if you want to give me that daddy dick and treat me right and not probe me and take me the fuck away from here, and you're not mad at me because I'm black and you green, baby, we locked in tight like a booty hole.
You don't know what to the extent that this could go, if but I love that you have an imagination.
If they choose me,
bitch.
I've had a rough 26 years, 26 and a half.
Okay, I understand that, but...
Baby, take me to another place. I've been a spaceship crab, pack a bag.
Spaceship crab?
Like, this very well could be like a humanly thing in America.
I don't like being mind fucked. I'm sorry. I don't like being mind fucked. If there's really something deeper going on, but you want to distract us with Jay-Z and what's going on with him.
You don't feel like that's your American reality anyway?
It is, but I'm tired of it. It's exhausting. I'm tired of that shit. I can't.
I feel like that's like welcome to real life, and that's welcome to the government, and that's welcome to modern day media consumption, and everyone being able to make their own opinions and say what the fuck they want to say. And I also think that, like you said, ain't no way this planet in general has never been in cahoots or seen something out of this world. I don't like the idea that they might not have. I'm very sure that we can't go to Area 51 for a reason, not because they just don't want us to be there. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like, maybe these drones aren't aliens.
Right.
And the only reason I think they might not be aliens is because I'm sure that aliens and the UN and the government or whatever is already locked in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you mind your business, we'll mind ours.
Yeah, I'm at that point. I'll be oblivious to it.
I'm gonna beat me up, Scotty. That's all.
Keep me out of it, Scotty.
Phone me home. Please.
Phone me home. All right. Let me just say a prayer. I hope y'all have good intentions for my sister, because, bitch, you're on your own. Love you down, but I ain't fucking with it.
I'm out of here, bitches.
Wheezy.
We have a problem.
Wheezy out of here. All right, y'all. Sister, let's talk about a controversial topic that seems to cause a lot of debate. Age gap dating.
I love an old nigga.
Is age nothing but a number? Word to Aaliyah, R.I.P. And Pretty Ricky? Or do these relationships reveal something a little bit deeper? Let's talk about it.
You want to talk about this in the era of P. Diddy?
It didn't age well, but that was also a comment I was going to make. But, all right. Okay, so let's talk about age gap dating in between genders. So we have the Jay-Z and the Beyonce, a 12-year age gap. We have the Erykah Badu and her fiance, 27. He's 27. She's 50. She's labeled a cougar, but Jay-Z, successful power couple. What's that about?
I got a question though.
Yeah.
How old were these people? So you said Erykah Badu's boyfriend is 27, she's 50. These are grown ass adults. How old was Jay-Z and Beyonce? Like, how old were they?
There's been talk about, okay, we obviously know there's a 12-year age gap. There's been talk about Jay-Z having his eyes on Beyonce when she was a minor, not dating or courting her until she was about 18. So I'm seeing different intents in between both.
I feel like that's so interesting though, and that's like such an angle because it's like when you say like, yeah, he was like sizing her up, like niggas are gross, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What they say in about 4 years, holla at me, Miley Cyrus.
Right.
Like niggas are
But that's
gross.
something we've normalized, and that's the issue. Granted, I feel like on both sides of the fence, Jay-Z probably did get a little pushback for the people that are looking into it. Like, damn, nigga, you waited.
Okay, but then I think about the Tyga and Kylie Jenner shit. The bitch was literally underage. Like, she was literally
But I'm not talking
underage.
about them.
We're talking about age gaps.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, Tyga was a nobody rapper, but this rich white bitch. And her mom said it was cool, so we said,
When it comes to like celebrities, the dynamic is different, and it's celebrated more depending on. But at the same,
described all celebrities, bitch. But okay.
Right. Okay, that's fine. But I'm also just saying, my whole point was the dynamics between genders. Erykah Badu being 50, her fiance, Jerron Atkinson, I probably butchered his name. There's an age gap there greater than Beyonce and Jay-Z. But Erykah Badu's being looked at like a cougar, Jay-Z, successful, all those things.
Do you think before all this Diddy shit came out, people were even talking about that age gap though? I'm saying before it came out that Jay-Z allegedly assaulted a fucking 13-year-old girl, do you feel like there was this much conversation, correspondence about the age gap between Jay-Z and Beyonce? Because like you said, as long as I can remember from the motherfucking Uh-Oh video, Jay and Beyonce were a thing, and I was a child then. And I don't feel like I saw a lot of this age gap conversation because it was normalized, because they're celebrities and it's okay, and maybe we won't fucking Wikipedia this shit. And now I think it's more of a conversation on that celebrity level because he may have assaulted a minor. So now we gotta look at everything. Like, you have to. Not saying that.
No, I feel like people were looking into it then, but it just wasn't getting as much pushback because they were a power couple. They were this and that. Granted, they developed into that, but I think Beyonce kind of already had a name had a name for herself from Destiny's Child. Jay-Z was coming up, a New York rapper, like they collaborated. I just think depending on your not your social status, but I feel like depending on where you are in the media, you're going to get a different type of pushback, Okay. Point ultimately, I'm just saying, women, you're a cougar. Men, you're young at heart. What the fuck is that about?
Because what about that Keisha Cole shit? Everybody's sick of that bitch.
Keisha Cole been going outside behind this YN.
But she was going outside behind the nigga Nico before then. And then she found another 20-something young Tinder woman. And Keisha Cole is a bad bitch.
I don't know if I want to use Keisha Cole, but it counts. It counts.
I'm saying, like, what about fucking, who's the old white bitch that won't die? No, Cher was dating some young light skin nigga.
Was that Amber Rose's old nigga?
Yes,
I feel like
like, stop fucking playing with me. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, I think the thing with Hollywood, the Hollywood of it all is these people, I'm not looking at you for your age. I might not even be looking for you for your looks. Do you align with my success?
Yeah.
Do you align with whatever I'm trying to do? And I feel like that's how, like, a lot of celebrities meet. I was on this shoot and he was this adjacent or whatever. And then we throw the age aside because they're so successful and they have this in their discovery. Whereas like bitches like me and you, it's like, no, he old enough to be your daddy. What's up?
I think it's like a different pedestal when you have money, you have a name for yourself, and it gets swept under the rug. It's like, shit, y'all both successful, y'all both on the red carpet.
Mind your motherfucking,
yeah. You're right about that. All right, well, let's talk about power dynamics. At what point is it considered grooming? At what point is it considered being manipulative?
Well, by law, I'm pretty sure grooming is when you, from someone being a minor until their adulthood, you kind of mold them into what you want them to B. I think that's like technically what grooming is.
Does that not sound kind of like adjacent to Jay-Z and Beyonce without being in like their business, like knowing exactly what took place because we don't know them?
I don't. That's so hard for me because I feel like you could say that for a lot of celebrity interactions, and a part of me wants to think like to this day Beyonce is like, I love me some Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying, to this day, like, you know what I'm saying. And it's like you said earlier, Beyonce already had her own name, and it's like Beyonce very well could have Cardi B'd and did whatever the fuck she wanted, like Cardi can't do because that's her business. But it's just like, I'm not saying Beyonce wasn't groomed, and I'm not saying that Jay-Z. I'm not.
We wouldn't know. That would be our own perception on the outside looking in.
But I'm just saying, like, I think all these years later, the nigga must be like the best in the state at grooming if she's still there and popping out kids. Like,
yeah, it all comes down, famous or not, intent.
Do you have like an age dating situation that you want to talk about? What are we talking about this for?
I mean, yeah, I have my own experiences. I'm really just, okay, I'll talk about me. I'm 28 years old. Would I talk to somebody 15 years older than me? Maybe. It depends. It's different. It's layers to it. What are your values? What have you accomplished in your life? Do we align at some point in our lives? Does
that not go for everybody your dates? Like, wouldn't these all be things like, do I want to have some sort of alignment with anyone I'm dating? I want to value anybody I'm friends with. Like, we can't be here and here on the ethics, the values, and the morals. It's just not gonna work. So I'm asking you, like, it becomes more important when they're older than you?
I think it doesn't matter the age range, but since we're talking about age gap relationships, I mean, shit, we gotta have something in common for me to. Well, no, we don't. We're humans. We're humans, and it's something that is attracting us to someone of maybe a higher caliber.
So, is it ever the age itself that's attractive for you?
No, I don't think so. But coming from somebody that has daddy issues, I feel like that could stem from some other shit. And I'm sorry we went there, but let's be the fuck for real. Looking back on my fucking life, I want somebody that's dependable, somebody that is receptive, somebody that's respectful, somebody that can provide. If that's not something that was in my household from a male figure, that's something I want from somebody as a partner. And if he happens to be 25 years older, then that's just what it is.
So do you think that do you think it takes those extra years of life and experience to give you that full nourishment? Or can you get that from another 28-year-old?
I mean, I feel like that could come from anybody of any age range. It just depends on their life, the things that they face in their lives. You could have a 28-year-old who has been independent, who has been on their own, didn't have parents that were dependable, where they had no choice but to figure it out on their own.
Are you talking about me?
No, you're not 28.
That's the only thing.
Like, life's obstacles, life's challenges is what put that person in that box to say, okay, you're dependable. You've been there, you've done that. Mm-hmm. I know that I can depend on you. I do feel like age is a number, but I just feel like it ultimately comes down to intent.
I'm not going to say age is a number because that's creepy for me. But I do agree that I feel like once you get to that actual adulting part of life, like, I will never give the 18-year-old the grace of dating a 35-year-old. It's not fair to that 18-year-old. Mm-hmm. But myself, I am 26, and it's like I have dated men way older than me. Like, I have literally dated guys that have daughters my same age type shit. Like, but I'm sorry, but I just feel like in that, like, it's like I am an adult now and I know what I'm doing, and I feel like I go in the mindset of like, this nigga is older than me, so I need to be mindful of the fact that he might be only fucking with me because he thinks I'm young and dumb. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then it's like, so now I gotta play that game, or I might just be a piece of young pussy to him, and I'm just here for some fucking what's it called? Like, what's the dick that's been like, the fuck you doing? I'm here for some dick like that. Okay? Like, that's the thing. And I feel like, and I think maybe that's what you're saying. Like, it depends on the circumstances or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like, also, when I deal with any of these men, it's like, I don't see long term with them for real, for real. Like, bitch, I'm a young black hottie. Like, nigga, you don't want to go for a hike and then go fuck this bitch in the bathroom with me. You can't handle that.
Yeah,
so
I guess
like,
it just really depends on where you are in your life and what you want and what stage you are. If you're ready to create a family, invest, do all the things, have a partnership.
Some bitches do that with old ass
They
niggas,
do,
though.
but I don't know them personally.
When I think about my ideal relationship, whether it's a man or a woman, I know I'm not gonna be with no old ass bitch. So we'll use like a nigga. I'm just saying.
No,
like,
I
so
agree.
We'll use a nigga for this example. Like, if I am gonna be with a man that's older and like a large amount older, and when I start thinking large age gaps, we get to the 15, 20 years. It's like, nigga, do you eat your Cheerios every morning? Are you a nigga that these bitches are going to fuck? I want to have threesomes. I want to do shit. I want to go to the club. I want to be on time. Nigga, I don't want to fucking eat motherfucking trail mix and whatever the fuck y'all got.
You know what's crazy? I feel like I'm the person like, do you want to, if you don't have kids, do you want to have kids? If you already have kids, do you want to have more kids? How long are you going to be in these kids' lives? I'm thinking like, do you got about 10 more years with them?
It's crazy.
I'm sorry. Those are the things. Like, those are the real things that I'm thinking about.
If you would have kids with me and you, do you have money to leave these kids? I guess that's what I'm thinking. Because, nigga,
we just, first of all, you better have a life insurance policy to be that motherfucking old. But I can't say that. Everybody don't know that. But I'm saying.
See, but if I'm fucking with an older nigga, I expect
you
him
gotta
to know
have that. Exactly.
And that's the thing, too. And I feel like
they still having fish fries for these. Never mind.
I love a fish fry. And if you old head,
that was fucked up, though, because I was going to say they still having fish fries for these young niggas.
Birchie be having fish fries when somebody died because we can't exactly afford it either. So check yourself. But...
Well, I know I got life insurance. Maybe that's something else that we should talk about in the community because I don't see enough of it. But that's kind of
life insurance policy on yourself.
My mom has one for me, and I started paying on mine.
What if she take you in the woods and be like, "No one will hear you scream"?
I mean, I don't feel like that would be the case for my mom. If so, watch your back. It's like, nah.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Okay, let's reel it back in because I feel like we just went off the deep end.
I disagree. I think it's a whole conversation.
No, that caught me off guard. Okay. You're how old? Let the people know if they don't know.
Say,
Bitch, I know how old you are, but,
right,
you know.
Don't play with me. I'm 26.
Okay. So what is the youngest? This sounds crazy, but what is the youngest and the oldest that you would be willing to talk to, depending on circumstances, experience, money?
Period.
I should have started with that. I should have led with that.
I think the youngest guy I would be willing to talk to is someone my age, 26.
Okay.
And it might not be true, but I truly do believe that men or women mature faster than men. And I'm just like, even Stephanie at 24 was so different. Like, Stephanie at 24 was not Stephanie at 26. So it's so different. The oldest, 96.
We listen and we don't judge.
96 with a life insurance policy, a bunch of land.
Okay, and a Nicole Smith.
That's literally who I was thinking. Literally. And then it's like,
because at the end of the day, you want to be set.
I want to be set.
You want to be set with or without the motherfucker in your life, right?
But do the nigga that's 96 do his dick work, or you just want me to like roll you around the park?
That's up to you. It's like a hypothetical question.
It don't work.
Talking about
so
all
I
the
can roll that nigga around the park.
Okay,
and I'm here for that.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'll say maybe a year younger than me. And then older, being realistic, maybe 10 years. Being realistic. Because we're probably, like, not far from the same... Like, if we had to check a box, we're not far from that. Okay. To be honest.
Okay.
You might have kids, you might not, but...
See, but it's funny because I feel like the older the people get, I get weird if they don't have kids. It's like...
You know what's funny? I was talking to the girls. Shout out the girls. I was talking to them and I was like, how do y'all feel about age gap relationships and all those things? But then I was saying, like, talking about the baby mom, baby dad dynamic. I feel like the one advantage to having or dealing with somebody that already has a child, I'm just going to say a child, you can see what type of parent they are.
Amen.
And if they don't have children, you don't know what to expect. You don't know what type of parent they are, what their parenting skills are. I think that's the one advantage.
Dad said he don't date bitches over 35 that don't got kids because he'll know if they got a penis. That's what he said.
What? Why?
I don't remember what we were talking about. But he's like, she over 35 and she don't got no kids. She might be a man. And I was like...
Was he for real saying that?
I never know.
That's crazy.
Okay, y'all. So this last topic is literally just about me crashing out all week. And then I had to do research because, you know, sometimes I feel selfish when I make it all about me. And then it's still about me. But then everyone, all at once. So... I've been crashing out all week. I have been feeling mentally just not all the way in one spot, you know? And so then I did some research because I'm like, is it just me? And I looked at, it was a .gov website. I don't remember exactly what it was called, but we'll link it in the show notes. And
do you
basically,
want to fact check or?
I could fact check. Brace for impact. Okay. So it was PubMed Central, an article on their website. It's a .gov website, heavy on the, like, you know, get your research from the .gov.edu.org, whatever. And it stated that 60% of Black women in America suffer from depression, while only 12% of Black women actually receive treatment. And, you know, further in the article, it talks about, because my first thought was like, yeah, because that's just expensive. And honestly, that's not the reason. Like, it's not the sole reason. Yeah, I should say that.
I agree.
It's not the main reason. Like, a lot of it is like, and even myself, I'm like, bitch, is it in my head? Is it that serious? Do I trust these doctors? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen like a lot of like articles about like Black women like dying in childbirth because doctors don't believe their pain levels. And it's like, who's to say this doctor doesn't just decide I'm crazy or an angry Black woman?
Yeah.
Whatever, you know? And it's like, so in that, like, we go through so much shit alone and we carry it, and like, God forbid, like, sometimes it becomes too much and like people start doing crazy shit, like, to their detriment. And it's like, I know we talked about this earlier, like, it's like, I really align with you being like, oh, like, I like crash out, like, what'd you say, in cycles or like quarterly? That's what
I spiral quarterly.
You spiral quarterly. Yeah. I agree, but it's like, for me, it's just a thing of like, you know, you gotta keep swimming. And
then when it hits you, it smacks you in the face.
And then it smacks you like a bus. And it's like, the bitch is whooping my ass. Yeah. Hold on. Like,
in my own experiences, like, I'm always focused on, I'll get through this. I'll get over this.
I'm better than this.
But I'm not sitting in it, accepting it, or going through it to get through it. Like, I'm not focused on what I'm going through now. I'm focused on how I'm going to get over it. Right. And that's a problem. That can be problematic because when the shit hits you like a ton of bricks and you crashing out or spiraling, you're like, where did this come from? Babe, it came from...
It was a long time coming.
Exactly.
Like, that's what the fuck it was.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel. And then I think I, like... Me personally, like, I'm like, I really don't want to burden the people around me with these emotions because you never really know what the other person is going through. That always
breaks my heart. That breaks my heart.
I texted you.
No, but like, I've heard this conversation with like people I love and all that, and it's like, don't ever think that you're Oh my God, I'm getting a little... Okay. No, don't ever think that you're burdening anybody. And I think we're just in our head like, oh, I don't want to interrupt what they have going on to talk about what I have going on. Yeah. You got a solid circle. They'll listen to what you have going on. And if they have something going on, now it's just a whole group session. And I think that's what I love about my circle. I always discredit my feelings, or I always say, I'm going to get over it. But it's like, girl, you've been through some shit.
Amen.
It hurts and it's okay. Amen. But I know I have a solid circle. I know I have a solid support system that I'll get through it in the end.
I don't think I feel secure in that all the time. Like, obviously I got you, and even when I like texted like you and Destiny the other night, like, I feel secure in that.
Exactly.
But it's like, at the same time, like...
And so when we weren't filming, that was something I wanted to talk. That's what I wanted to say. I'm like, I feel like it could be one person, it could be a couple of people that you just feel like it doesn't matter what I'm going through. It doesn't matter what's going on in my life. I know these people will answer. If they don't answer, they'll call me back.
Amen.
Like, you know?
Yeah.
And I know I have that. My problem is I know I'm going to get through it. If I need to talk about, first of all, the person that I talk to first is my Lord and Savior. But in the human form, I know I have my mother. I know I have my sister. I have great friends that I could talk about. So it's all about building that foundation, knowing. And if that does have to do with getting help from an outside source like a therapist. I feel like finding a therapist is like finding the right partner, somebody you feel safe with, somebody that you can open up with.
My
and
brain
it's
is
hard.
like, who's gonna pay for the therapist though? Like, and that, you know what I'm saying? And it's like,
bitch, don't you got Medicaid?
First of all, bitch, the day to like reload that shit was like 2 days ago, and I missed the fucking deadline. So now I don't know.
Well,
what
that's the only thing with Medicaid.
Do.
It's gotta, yeah.
Like, so that, but then it's like, for me, it is kind of financial. And then it's like, for me, like I say all the time, like,
bitch,
I feel like,
do you want to have a therapy session that's free? I'll do it for free.
I don't
and I won't be your sister.
Free. Well, I
could turn it on and off, but I'm telling you,
you're never not going to be my sister, ho. Like,
I'm never not going to be your sister, but I have a cap. You know, I really want to be a therapist, so
And I feel like the first thing they teach
you need somebody credible
is like separation of church and state.
True,
I feel like you're not supposed to.
But I'm just saying, if your whole concern is cost, what are you going to do about it?
I'm going to make some fucking money and pay for it out of pocket, bitch, or start fucking a therapist, not talk to you. Like, what?
I'm just letting you know you have resources and you do have support.
I know.
That's all a bitch is saying.
And I know I have you. And even, like, as you were saying that, I'm like, I definitely was upset because I called dad and he didn't answer. But that's usually my person. I call my dad and I crash the fuck out and I get the fuck over. Like,
yeah, so it's like, if you don't have this person or that person, who the fuck do you call on?
I guess the Lord.
That's all I'm saying.
That nigga don't text me back all the time either. God.
It's a deeper connection, babe. But that's a whole nother conversation.
What's deeper than God? Not. Never mind. I love the Lord. And I know God got me. But sometimes I be like, God, can you give me like now?
I know what you mean. You want to feel, you want to hug. A bitch want to be caught. Yeah, I get that. And I feel like
God to cradle me and kiss me on the forehead.
Yeah. I feel you.
Or some nigga. I don't got either.
I don't think the niggas is working, so maybe we should find some other outlets. That sounded crazy. Take that part out. That sounded crazy. I'm just being for real.
I kind of like that part. The niggas is not working.
I'm just saying, because these motherfuckers don't know what to say, but okay.
I feel like I don't know what to say, though. I'd be the problem. I'm the problem. I feel like I've had times where I've had that wave and that rejuvenation and that peace, but I haven't felt that lately. And that might be on me. Like,
no.
You know?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I keep saying it. We're humans. We want that human connection. We want that human feeling, the human reciprocation. And sometimes you don't get it.
Like, want to give me that human reciprocation, and it's like, it's just always the thing of, it's not the place that I want it from. And I feel like it's not that, I don't feel like I'm doing anything wrong in that. Like, that's not my person. And I always feel like people have like an infatuation with me that isn't necessarily attraction or real intimacy or whatever. It's like a thing, like
an experience.
An experience. Like, you know, well, I'm sorry, I keep hitting that, but it's like,
damn, I be feeling that way too.
Yeah.
Like, babe, I come in your life, give you the best time of your life, and you fuck my life up.
And now I'm in distress.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
What the fuck?
You already know I'm an advocate for therapy, and I haven't had that much therapy in my life, but I just feel like if everything else isn't working, what could possibly work?
I agree.
You know?
I definitely want to do the therapy thing. I just have to get my insurance shit together. And
that
really
all ties back to adulting, and then that just makes you want to fucking...
Yeah, that in itself is like a tearjerker, because I'm sick of this shit. I really miss the days when, like, it was like, Dad, my throat hurt. Daddy, I forgot. Like, I miss it so much.
And I guess that's why people age gap date, so that they can have a daddy when they throat hurt. Damn, I know I'm going to go home feeling some things, but that's okay.
Maybe I'll talk to the Lord.
You better say it with some fucking happiness in your voice.
I mean, I always talk to God.
Yeah.
Don't try to shit on my Christianity.
I'm not shitting on it. I'm just saying.
It smells like a fart.
It kind of just sounded like, I guess this is my last resort. That's what it sounded like. I'm just saying.
I always talk to God, but I'm like, maybe, like, sit
things
down
are
and
going
get
well.
ugly.
No.
Things are never going bad. I'm like highly aware that I'm blessed and highly favored, and I have a lot of things that a lot of people can't say they have. I'm well aware of that, and I will stand in that. But sometimes shit just sucks. And one thing I also stand on is, bitch, just because you going through something, it don't shit on what I'm going through, and it don't shit on my feelings. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I hate I'm not about to be the one that's like, oh, well, people sleep in their mom house. Bitch, your mom there. You say, what is you talking about?
Yep. Like, I agree.
I'm fucking sad again. Jesus Christ.
All right, guys. Do y'all believe in these drones and different area codes? Is age nothing but a number?
Age ain't nothing but a number.
And mental health, we already know is real. But at what point do you seek help? External help.
Why'd you say it like that?
I didn't mean to say it that way. If you know, you know. I'm coming from a great place.
But yeah, I want you guys to give us, like, what were your, like, worst holiday experience? I asked on Instagram, somebody said their grandmom died. I didn't want it to be that sad. But if that's what happened, like, let us know. Okay, bye. Be sure to add us if you're nasty.
You little nasties.
And interact with us on Instagram, the fuck.
It's a wrap. Don't stop.